Hey guys, so this week my son is turning 1. Like this time right now, last year I was in the hospital, and this year has just flown by so quickly. So much has happened. It's been the strangest year with COVID and just being on maternity leave and, being new to motherhood. It's been incredible, and I figured, you know what? I've been meaning to make this video for a little while. What better time than when he's a year? Like these are products that have helped my husband and I over the past year. These are our go-to, favorite, must-have, game-changing, whatever you want to call it. These are our favorite baby products. Some of these things maybe don't work for you and your baby or your child. This is just what's worked for us and for Jacob. So I wanted to, give you some ideas in case you are looking for, something for their bum or a certain kind of sunscreen or whatever. If you're looking for a product, these are some recommendations. If you just want to, sit and judge what we use or just compare with what you use, then that's great. And also, if you are looking for baby shower gift ideas, some of these might come in handy. First of all, bums. This is the Tiber, is from Tiber River. So this is Tiber Baby Diaper Cream in Cheeky Monkey. This stuff is amazing. We've gone through two. This is like a little travel size one. We've gone through 2 of the big tubs, and we're having to order a 3rd one already. Now this is my little favorite gem of a product. Every time I use this, I think, man, I wonder how many people use this because it's so freaking good. This is the Honest Company Soothing Bottom Wash. Not to get too graphic, but if you're changing a diaper and anything is kind of dried up or stuck there, and you don't want to rub and irritate their sensitive skin, this spray is amazing. It smells so nice. You just spritz it on. Everything comes off like a dream. Aloe based, so it's actually really soothing for their skin. My son suffers from eczema and allergies, and he's never had a problem with this. If there's one thing you take away from today, let it be this. It's incredible. Speaking of his sensitive skin and eczema, we combated his eczema with a combination of things. When it was really bad, and after going to a doctor, them recommending cortisone cream, we used that. But other products, we exclusively used Aveeno. So 5 little packets come in here. It kind of looks like a little packet of oatmeal, and you just mix it into the bath, and it'll be kind of like a light brown kind of muddy color. And then you just have baby go in there. You don't need to use any soap or anything. It's just very, very soothing. This made a huge difference. And then during the day, constantly, we went through so many bottles of this. This is so good. You put this on constantly during the day. You need to keep the eczema moisturized. And then at night, this Aveeno balm. This was our 2nd one, and it's almost empty. So we went through basically 2 tubs of this. Luckily, he had his eczema when he was younger. So we would keep him swaddled so that he couldn't rub his face and scratch himself in the night. And then we could put this all over him, and it would just keep him soothed all night. And then he wouldn't be as itchy and irritated in his sleep. Poor little guy. So now when his eczema isn't flared up and we're just keeping his skin moisturized, we try to moisturize at least 3 times a day, full body, because he does have such sensitive skin, and I'm worried about his eczema flaring up. But we do have the Aveeno Baby Daily Lotion. This stuff is amazing. And then we also have this Bottoms Up body lotion from Tiber River. Okay, just keeping it on track with the skin and keeping it on track with Aveeno. Aveeno, you could sponsor me at this point. I was worried about sunscreen making Jacob's skin flare up. So I bought this. I bought 2 different kinds. So this one is the Aveeno baby, sensitive skin, SPF 50. Another concern with using any product really is Jacob's allergies. A lot of skincare products have tree nuts in them, and I haven't run into any that have peanuts. But if allergies are a concern, make sure you're checking the ingredients on more than just food products. Skincare products can have them too. Medicine can. You have to be very, very diligent at checking labels. Jacob's allergic to eggs and he's allergic to peanuts, and he has no problem with this. And this does not make his skin flare up. He doesn't get any irritation or anything. Another sunscreen that has worked really well for us is this Coppertone one. This is the Pure and Simple Baby Hypoallergenic. Again, SPF 50. I can cover his whole body, his face in this, and there is zero irritation. Nails. My husband always does Jacob's nails. Okay, he does that, and he does baths. I've done them before, but he's just better at them, you know? He's our go-to on the bath and the nails. So when he was younger, he used to sit really calmly, and Nick would cut his nails with the nail clippers and then go over it with a file to make sure they're nice and soft, or nice and not sharp, because Jacob, again with his eczema, would scratch and scratch and scratch and be bleeding. We'd have to put a hat on him, and it was this whole thing. So we're just ultra conscious of his nails being long. But now that he's older, he doesn't like to sit to have his nails clipped anymore. It is a little bit of a struggle. So we've been using this since he was little, but usually just to kind of like trim up the edges or round the edges. But now this is just how Nick does Jacob's nails, because he's kind of like entertained by this. So this is a little electric nail file, and it comes with different attachments, and then it tells you the age of which attachment to use. So he's on the 6 to 12 one right now, so he'll be switching over to this orange one, the 12 months plus, right away. This is on. You can barely even hear it. You can't even tell that it's on. And then you just like file the nail, but then it doesn't hurt. Like as soon as it touches the skin, it just stops. It doesn't hurt at all. Like you're not gonna hurt your baby. You don't have to be afraid to do their nails. So this is really good. I got this from my friend Holly. Snot sucker, always a good idea. There's a reason it's so popular. Stick the little nozzle in the nose, suck out the snot. Gross, necessary. Okay, switching over to sleeping. This is linked to his eczema as well. So these are some little sleeves. We had a smaller size too, but he grew out of it, so I ordered these. I just got these off of Amazon. So it's just sleeves. So you put his arms in here like that, and then his hands go in these built-in little mittens. They're very, very soft, and there's zinc sewn into them. They're specially designed for eczema so that when he rubs, it doesn't cause irritation. So we still use these now. He doesn't, his eczema isn't bad on his face. His was primarily his forehead and like his cheeks by his ears, and behind his ears. But it isn't flared up right now, but we still use these just for if he's in a t-shirt or something going down for a nap and needs to be a little bit cozier. You just put this on and then he's all cozy. So these are very, very handy. Sleep sacks. Okay, so when he was little, we had the little sleep sacks, or like little swaddles with the Velcro. Very handy, amazing, highly recommend. Those are already boxed away, so I can't show you. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about though. And then as he got older, we still wanted to use a sleep sack. I don't know, I'm sure you can go buy these somewhere. My mom made us some sleep sacks. So this is one of his. So it's this long. He still fits in this one. He'll outgrow it soon. And then it has no sleeves, it just has the holes. And then it zips up, so you just put him in there and then do it up. It's like a sleeping bag, but with arms. Yeah, so I'm sure you can buy these. I am so lucky to have a mom who is so kind and talented and generous and just thoughtful. She made him 3 of these. So this one is a little bit warmer. He has one that's a lighter material for when it's hot. And then he has just like a longer one that is still lightweight, but just like a really cozy, soft material. And then he had one that was heavier for in the winter. And then before that, he had like a thin kind of fleecy yellow one with sleeves, but he outgrew those ones. So I highly, highly recommend. Though these, they're sleeveless, so if he has long sleeve pajamas on, he's warm. And then if he has short sleeves, I throw these sleeves on before I put his sleep sack on, and he's cozy. One other thing about his sleep that I will mention is just crib related. So now that Jacob can stand up, he usually stands up and then he wants to chew on everything, so he chews on his crib. And I walked in there and there were teeth marks, and I was like, well, that's no good. Mentioned it to my mom, and sure enough, she was like, oh, I'll make him a crib railing cover. So she did, and it's amazing. So I don't know if that's something that you can buy. I'm sure it is. I never looked into it, but my mom just was like, okay, can you measure this? So my husband measured it all, sent her the measurements, and then the next time she was here, she brought them and attached it, and it's amazing. And I'll show you. So this is what I meant by the railing cover. So it's like a padded soft cotton, and then it just snaps underneath. And then when he stands up and chews on it, he's chewing on this rather than the wood, leaving tooth marks. Okay, so another thing I want to show you is stroller related, and this is another thing that my mom made. I'm sure that you can buy things that can go around your stroller that you can attach toys to. We were using like soother clips to clip onto Jacob, and we'd give him like a little chew toy. A chew toy sounds like a dog, or a soother, but he would just rip it off, and then we didn't notice when he threw it on the ground, and then we found ourselves having to go back and look for things on our walks. So my mom was like, oh, I can help. So she sewed this. So this is like a little strap that attaches around here, and then she did these little snaps here. A couple of them are a little bit long, so what we do is put the toys on and then go like this, and then we have his soother, which can go up here and reach his mouth, and then he's occupied, and then we just throw a couple extra toys in the back here, and then if he starts to fuss, then we just stop and swap out his toys, and it's amazing. So those are all the products I'm going to talk about today. If you want any, I don't know, tips, or just like to know like how we got Jacob onto a good sleep schedule, if you want to know about what bottles we use, stuff like that, let me know. Or toy recommendations. I mean, anything that lights up, makes noise, and that he can chew on, you know. We do have some favorites, but I don't want this video to go on and on and on. So let me know if you want another like baby product / tips / recommendations part 2. Otherwise, thank you for watching, and I hope this was helpful. Bye.